Joule's heating effect of current. Why I have written this joules? Because mainly we are studying heating effect of current, but this effect was given by a scientist whose name was Joule. So this is called Joule's heating effect of current. In Joule's heating effect of current, you should know the diagram. Diagram, how can we make? Like a wire is there. Okay. In place of the wire, what I am going to draw? A resistance. In that resistance, there is a wire, and this wire is connected to what? This wire is connected to a battery. That's a battery. Current is flowing. Somebody asked me a question, then what is rheostat? We can connect a rheostat here. That's a symbol of a rheostat. It is just like a resistance, but we make a arrow like this. So this becomes, we call it variable resistance. What this?
Sir, what is it used for?
This is used to change the value of current in the circuit. Okay? We call it rheostat. What is rheostat? Rheostat is used to change the value of current. Like if you want to increase the current, then resistance you will decrease. Like we use in our home na, in fans, regulator is there. If you rotate the regulator knob, then speed of fan keeps on changing. So what do? That's a variable resistance that varies the value of current flowing in the circuit. So here also in our circuit, this was our wire. Which wire? This is a high resistance wire. And what is the value of the resistance? R. That's a rheostat, that's a battery. And what it is? Current. I is flowing. And here what we want to calculate? We want H. Okay, H we want. So, what is this? All over effect was discovered or was given by Joule's. So, Joule's heating effect of current. This is the diagram that we can use. If you want to connect a voltmeter, then we can connect a voltmeter also. Where do we connect a voltmeter? Voltmeter is always connected between two common points, or between the ends of a conductor. So these are the points where we have connected a voltmeter. This voltmeter will tell us the value of the potential difference across the ends of this wire. Okay, so in heating effect of current, what do we find out? We find out the value of H, means the heat. So how can we define the heating effect of current? Heating effect of current means when current flows through a high resistance wire, then wire gets heated and produces heat. This effect of current is in wire is called heating effect of current. That means we know when current flows through wire gets heat up. So what effect is this? Which effect is this? This is only called the heating effect of current. But we should know the formula also, like the heat that is produced in the wire, it depends on what factor. So the heat produced in a current carrying wire depends on. Here you can see this was our wire, and in that wire current was flowing because of this battery. And when the current is passing, so this current will heat up this wire. And when this wire will heat up, so the heat will produce. So now what we want, we understood that when current flows through the wire gets heat up and heat is produced. But what we are looking for, we want the formula of heat that is produced in the wire. So first of all, we should know what are the factors on which the heat produced in the wire depends. So heat produced in the wire, first of all, depends on these factors. The heat is directly proportional to the square of the current. That means, suppose in this circuit 1 ampere current is flowing, then in next time 2 ampere current is flowing, then in which case more heat will produce? Yes, Swani, you can tell.
Sir, in the more current.
2 ampere.
When 2 ampere current is flowing, then more heat would be produced. And how many times more than the previous case? Like all conditions are same. Suppose in case 1, how much current is flowing? 1 ampere. Okay. So suppose whatever heat is produced, that we got. Now when current becomes double, so how many times it will increase? It will increase by 4 times. Because when the current would become 2 ampere. So because of square, the heat produced in the second case would be how many times more? 4 times more than the first case. Okay. So heat produced in the conducting wire depends on the square of the current. Now let's see the second factor. Second factor is resistance. In heating effect of current, we take a wire and every wire has a certain resistance. Now the question is, suppose the first case you are studying, and in that case the resistance of the wire is 1 ohm. Okay, resistance of the wire is 1 ohm, and in the second case the resistance of the wire becomes 2 ohm. Now tell me, in which case more heat would be produced, case 1 or case 2? Yes? Sunay? In case 2, because in first case the heat produced depends on R and it was 1 ohm, so whatever heat would be produced, that we'll note down. But in second case, when the resistance becomes double, then heat would become how many times more than the previous case? The heat would become 2 times of the previous, means just double of the first case. So heat is directly proportional to the resistance. Now let's see the third factor. Heat is directly proportional to the time of flow of current. Time of flow of current, let's consider again 2 cases. Suppose in first case, current is flowing for 1 minute. And in the second case, current is flowing for 2 minutes. Then, in which case more heat would be produced? Second case, definitely.
2 minutes.
Obviously, more the time, more the heat. Current will flow for more time, then more amount of heat is going to produce. So ultimately, these are the 3 factors on which the heat produced in a conductor depends. So collectively we can write this way, that's why I've written here. Collectively, heat produced in the wire is directly proportional to I square, R and T. And we have written this way. Okay. Because it is written with proportionality constant and we want every relation or expression with equal sign, not with proportional sign. So we need to put a proportionality constant here. And when you remove the proportionality sign, there would be a proportionality constant. So here we have taken K is our proportionality constant. So where K equals to proportionality constant whose value is 1. So whenever we will take the value K equal to 1, so we will get this relation. So this is the formula of heat produced in a wire, and this is the end of heating effect of current. Now what we are going to do, this is just the formula. Like somebody asks you in exam also, or somebody asks you that what is the heating effect of current, this definition along with this formula you can say. Like the heat produced depends on these factors. Collectively we say the heat produced is this. This we are going to use in many of the formula. Now what I am going to do, now we should know how to prove this. That is called derivation. We have done so many derivation in 9th class, like Newton's second law of motion, F equal to ma we have proved. So we have to prove this formula here. So now the next derivation that I am going to do is a proof of heating effect of current. Is this till here it is okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now what I am doing? Proof of, now this is the next heading, proof of heating effect of current. What we are going to do? We are proving the heating effect of current. So how can we start? This would be our next heading, proof of heating effect of current. So what would be the first line? We'll have to write some language. Now without language we cannot start a derivation. So what statement you can give? You can write this is the common diagram. So what is happening in the diagram? Let the current I is flowing. From where the current is flowing? Let the current I is flowing through a wire of resistance R for time t. This is our statement and this is enough. You have drawn the diagram, and after drawing the diagram you can give information about, like, let the current I is flowing through a wire of resistance R for time t in the circuit. In circuit, okay? Or in the circuit also. Now, what would be the formula of current? Can you tell me? Yes? What is the formula of current?
I is equal to V upon R.
Yes. So here statement is given. So what you can write? Let the current I flowing through a circuit or through a wire of resistance R for time t in the circuit. This is okay. So I equal to what? Q upon. Can we write this? What? Which formula is this? Current. Yes.
Per second.
This is the, because current is flowing, that means charge flowing per unit time. So we can write I equal to Q upon T. And
Resistance.
no, potential difference. N so here you can write, so current you can write here for time t in circuit. So current I equal to Q upon T and potential difference. Now tell me, what is the current flowing through the circuit? What was the current flowing through the circuit? I equal to Q upon T. You have given information of current flowing through the wire. Now you will have to tell the potential difference for this wire. What is the potential difference here? Sunay? Arpit, what is the potential difference here? V. V equal to, obvious, yes, you are right. V equal to W upon Q. Is this clear? Ultimately, we have given information and we are telling that what is the current flowing through this wire and what is the potential difference across the wire. So potential difference and current, both formula we have written. If you want to give name, you can write this is equation 1, that's equation 2. Fine. Now, what you will write? From equation 2. From equation 2. See, this equation can be write W equal to V into Q. May I write this? W equal to V into Q. Now, you can give name to this equation as equation number 3. What is the value of Q? V into, in place of this Q, what I can write from equation 1? I into T. Here you can give information. Here you can write Q equal to I into T. From where you have written? From equation number 1. We are getting this formula. Now what is next? W equal to, in place of V, what I can write? You know, remember what is V? V equal to IR by Ohm's law. So here what I can write? V equal to I into R into I into T. You will have to give information. V equal to I into R. Which law is this? From Ohm's law. Yesterday we discussed. Okay. So now what this would become? W would become here I square R and T. This is I square R into T. What this would become? Suna, is this okay? Suhani, Yatishka, everyone?
Yes, sir.
W would be equal to I square R into T. Now, what was the formula of heat? It should be H here. As we know,
Yes.
what you will write? As we know, work equal to heat equal to energy. These all are same thing. Whatever work is done, that is converted into energy, and energy means ultimately heat is also a form of energy. So as we know, W equal to H equal to E. What is this? These all are energy. So what you can write? W would be replaced by H, and here what we can write? I square R and T. So now this would be our formula. You can give this is equation number 4 and that's equation number 5. So what is this? At last you will write, this is the formula of heat produced in a current carrying wire. Okay, so this is the proof of heating effect of current. A statement we have done, the diagram would be common, and that's a proof. You have to start from current, then potential difference, then from equation to formula of work, and then we'll put the value of this Q here and Ohm's law we'll use, and finally we'll reach on this particular relation. And this is the formula of heat produced in a current carrying wire that we were looking for. Now we'll solve the numericals based on the heating effect of current. And you should know one more thing. What is the unit of this heat? Joules. Unit of heat is, SI unit of heat is, SI unit, joule. So this joule also we should know. That's why this effect is known as the Joule's heating effect of current. So this is over here. Now let's see the numericals.